So my involvement with the SU before running in the elections was very opportunity based. I hosted my own radio show, I occasionally wrote for the magazine, I was part of RAG as their publicity officer, and I also was a student voice leader the entire time I was here. I don't think it matters if you were involved in the SU. I do think it adds to your experience, and I do think it would help in assisting you in the future, but I don't think it's essential. I decided to run because I'd been involved with radio the entire time I was here. I went to lots of conferences and saw lots of other student radios like win awards, and I was wondering why we hadn't won any awards, what we could do. So I kind of decided that I was going to run specifically to kind of work on the radio, kind of help boost the SU, and I just ended up taking over the other academic stuff that came with my role. So during campaigning, it was a lot of long days, I'll be honest. I did kind of burn the candle at both ends. I would be campaigning from like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning to about 3, 4, 5 sometimes, and then going to my job, which would be 6 till 1 in the morning, to come back again at about 9 or 10 to do it all over again. I was also studying for my course. Fortunately, I didn't have any lectures that week, but I did have photo shoots and I did have film days that I had to go to. So it did kind of stop me from campaigning a few days, and I was quite worried because I thought my competition would win. It was very difficult, obviously, because I'm a woman, not many people tend to go for our roles, but it obviously didn't put me in bad light because I still won. My biggest tip for campaigning would be to talk to everyone. It's a cross-campus election. Although you're specifically representing certain schools, anyone can vote for you. So I think if I'd have been asked this question last year, I probably wouldn't have agreed, but I think the best thing about the last 2 years is being an officer during a general election. I wouldn't have said that last year, mainly because I didn't care about voting, I didn't care about my voice being heard. This year was the first year I'd actually voted, and now we got a much bigger platform for us to kind of make our voices heard. The hardest thing about my job, it's those days that just won't end. It's those days where everything seems to be going wrong. Every time you go to your emails, there's something else that's gone wrong that you need to deal with. I mean, those days are very few and far to come by in this job. I've got so many more amazing days, but that would probably be my hardest. So the kind of unexpected bonus, it's kind of a cheesy answer, but it's working with amazing and passionate people, be they the staff members or the students here. It's the best thing about my job. I love doing it, I love watching all the students get empowered. It's my favourite thing to do. If there's one thing I could change, it'd honestly be my desk. I love sitting next to Sophie. I'm sure when she sees this she'll hate me, but I sit under a vent and it's very cold, so if I could go back I'd probably choose a different desk. So my position's special. I'm the first person who has been in my position. Previously we'd had a different structure where we'd had Vice President Academic, Vice President Welfare, Vice President Activities. I probably would have gone for the activities role because I wanted to do the student media, but obviously the new role allowed me to do so much more. I get to do the student media, I get to do the academic representation, I get to be more involved with campaigns, so I really enjoy this role a lot more than I would have if I'd had to run for an activities role. So the biggest win I've had while I've been here, I'd say, is MDX House. We got the bar and all of upstairs redesigned, we got students to vote on it. It's the first time that students were able to have that much input into what was happening, and they seem to love the results. It looks really good and I hope it stays here for years to come. So for anyone who's undecided on if they're running or not, it's a weird thing to say, but I'd say just do it. You'd rather run and win, or, you know, run and you don't win and the universe has clearly got something else designed for you. But you'd rather do it and not win than regret and wonder what if you had. So now my time's over, I guess what my plans are next is I'm going to move home back to Essex. I'm going to obviously start my job hunt. Most likely I'm going to look for jobs in the student unions because I've just enjoyed my time here so much.